future and why we should have high expectations for every young person. So thank you so much, Coach D, for coming and wrapping up.
PowerPoint slide, but we had some technical difficulties there, so I'm going to bypass that and just kind of share some things. But also, I'm here to share some information to you personally, because you're the individuals that are out here every day in the trenches sharing this information with young people, with employers, to help change and transform their lives, you know, through employment, through academic outcomes, and things of that nature. And I've watched you for the last 3.5 hours absorb a lot of information. And you all did it in such a wonderful way. But I also heard a lot of great things that you're doing. I mean, some of the tremendous programs and, you know, out-of-the-box initiatives. And so I want y'all to do something. Now, I'm an interactive speaker, so you're going to have to go along with me. I want you to turn to somebody, give a handshake, and say, you know, you are really awesome. Go on and tell them, say, you know, you are really awesome. You are really awesome. You really are awesome. You are so awesome. I mean, you guys really are. You know, now look at the person next to you again and say, not as awesome as I am, but keep working on it. Some of you were going there, you were like on your way. I think what the time had was this, and that is this. Kids are not committed to programs, kids are committed to people. We understood in our operations every single day that that is the most important customer that we work with it doesn't matter, of all the people we had, of all the partners, we are all there for that young person. You know, the young person, in the case of the young people program, we also had an adult program. So we say kids are not committed to programs, kids are committed to people. The second core philosophy we operated under was this. A student with a dream is a student with a future. Let me say that again. A student with a dream is a student with a future. But there's a however in there. However, a student with a dream is fueled by a caring adult who believes in the dream. So here we go. A student with a dream is a student with a future. However, a student with a dream is fueled by a caring adult who believes in the dream. Now let's talk about dreams because we've got to be careful. Because, you know, you think about it from a student with disability standpoint, for some kid that dream may just be getting a good job and being able to do something on a consistent basis. For another kid, you know, maybe a kid have more the cognitive disabilities, maybe that's what they can do. For another kid, it could be maybe I'm going to be the first one to go to college and try to do some neat things. So a dream is not the big flighty thing we hear all the time as far as a dream, and you got to go for the dream, and you got to think big. No, that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is connecting with that kid where they are and helping them to get a dream that they can accomplish something no matter what it may be. All right? So I give you, every workshop I do, a presentation, I do at least 3 high fives. Here's one of your high fives. High five somebody and tell them you're a dream maker, baby. Tell them that's you're a dream maker, baby. You're a dream maker, baby. You're a dream maker. You're a dream maker. You know? You're a dream maker. You're a dream maker. All that work you're doing, dream maker when it comes to it. But when we talk about motivational infrastructure, I think it's important to understand there's some core components that we need to look at when we're talking about helping kids with disabilities. Now, I mentioned that we had the HYPE program, but under HYPE, I'm going to give you an example of what I mean. We were contacted by the State Department of Education in partnership with, in Delaware, it's called DVR. In partnership with DVR in Delaware, and they wanted to create a special education student and students with disabilities youth leadership advisory council. This was going to be the first program in the United States of America on a statewide level to create a comprehensive system of student-led IEPs, where students were going to put information and help them lead their own IEP meetings. People thought when we were looking at doing this that was almost impossible. They were meeting, I think the OVR, Department of Ed, and several community partners have been meeting for probably about a year or so, and they couldn't quite figure out how to put this together. And so this head of workforce development, who I was contracted under, a guy named Jim McMahon, contacted a gentleman by the name of Mark Chamberlain and said to Mark, we need to bring Coach D in there. Because you know what? Coach D doesn't think outside the box. Coach D blows the box up. Get somebody a high five and say, blow the box up, baby. Blow the box up. I don't think outside the box, man. Get that box up. I'll blow that thing up. I said, you know, we don't realize, so these kids are amazing. If we give them a chance, it's amazing what they can do. Because, but if we think that, let me tell you why I don't think outside the box, because if you think outside the box, that means that the box still exists. And I get all these great, and they're like, and we need, and so, and when they were done with their meeting, because I was a guest, they just wanted to get my opinion. I'm listening to them, and they said, well, Coach, what do you think? And I said, I think you guys are having a lot of meetings. I don't know if I was too popular after that one. You know, I said, how many times have y'all met about this? And this whole meeting for last year, we're trying to put the great system together. I said, here's what we'll do. Do you want my advice, or do you want to just keep meeting? I mean, what do you want here? And so I said, what do y'all want to do? And so they said, well, what would you do? We invited you to get your opinion. I said, this is what we do. How many schools do we have represented here? 19 schools. I said, good. I said, why don't we do this? Get 5 kids from each school in 30 days. Let's meet with the kids. Huh? What are you talking about? I said, let's get their opinion. Let's see what they think about this. Let's lay this plan out in front of them and see if they have input. Innovative. And so they agreed. And then 30 days later, we had about, 19 schools, 5 kids. I was never a math major. Somebody do the math and give me the number. I don't know. But it was a lot. And by the end of that meeting, we had 10 specific ideas to create that initiative driven by the youth themselves. By the end of the year, we had the only statewide student-led IEP initiative in the United States of America. And within 2 years, the Department of Education named it a national best practice. Let me give me a hand clap for that one. I'm so proud of those kids, man. All right, so get somebody look and smile at them and say, don't think outside the box, blow the box up. Look at them, say that to somebody. Don't think outside the box, blow the box up. We got enough thinking outside the box going on right now. We need to blow that box up, man, I'm telling you. We got to see, we have this grant, we have, how do we use that? That's why I love what I'm hearing what you're saying. Yeah, tell me, Jeff. How do we use this in such a way that we're creating something that's going to produce long-term impact? You know what's amazing about that?